Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League's Chaos Cup. We're in week number 3. We've got a doubleheader. Tonight. We've got 2 games of Blood Bowl for you this evening. We're going to get started with Odin. It's Nuffle versus the Tizz Savage Boys. Clypheus versus Tizzle Bizzle. Norse versus Orcs. Let's take a look at these standings before we take a look at the 2 teams. In Division A, currently in first place is BB Nuts Bolieve Broncos. We saw them win earlier this week. That's a Nurgle team. 2-1-0 is their record. Ajax's the Fishy Fiends in second place with the same record. A Chaos Renegades team, 2-1-0. And in third place, Galeshi's the Birds of a Feather. An Elven Union team, 1-2-0. All 3 teams undefeated. And in Division B, in first place is Spire's Philosopher's Song, a Lizard team. They are currently 2-1-0 here in week 3. In second place, Technobabble Incorporated, my team. It's a human team. 1-1-0 is their record. They're tied with S Beavers. Wooden Men and Iron Trees, a Wood Elf team. 1-1-0 as well. And we're in Division C to get things started this evening. Clypheus is Odin. It's Nuffle, currently in first place, undefeated with a clean record of 2-0-0. They're a Norse team. They're going to be up against Tizzle Bizzle's Tizz Savage Boys. They're an Orc team, of course. Khan Kills Entanglements is an Imperial Nobility team in second place, tied with Doug the Minotaur's Dinnerbarrel Darlings, a Dwarven team, in the top 3. Festoon Bad Dog. Clypheus, welcome to the stream. Clypheus says identical record with S Beaver and Ava listed above him. So S Beaver brought that up to me, and I said it would be funny. It's not true, but it would be funny if I had some code in there that always put me at the top of ties. Maybe it'll happen. I don't know. First up, the home team is Odin. It's Nuffle, coming in an even 1 million gold. That's the team value this evening. 11 players on this roster. The 2 Wolf Earners, 2 Valkyries, a Berserker, a bunch of linemen, and naturally, you gotta have a Pure Boar on the roster. 1 Oppo, 3 dedicated fans, 3 rerolls. They're gonna be up against Tizzle Bizzle's Orc team this evening. The Tizz Savage Boys. Refresh the team. Apparently, there's something else going on. We'll take a look in a minute. The Tizz Savage Boys coming in a TV of 990,000 gold. That's just 10K in petty cash. Maybe going to this Orc team this evening. 11 players on the roster, all 4 blitzers, all 4 big and blockers, a Gobbo and 2 linemen, 1 Oppo, 1 dedicated fans, 2 rerolls. How are these 2 teams gonna face off against each other tonight? This is gonna be a very similar matchup to the Gizfest versus Broncos match we saw earlier this week. That was Norse versus Nurgle. This is Norse versus Orc, right? This is Norse versus Bash. This is a very bashy team. 4 blitzers. Blitzers naturally come with the block skill. 4 big end blockers. They all have a strength of 4. Does have the Goblin to get in there for the assist or get in there for the foul. Just has the 2 rerolls. But this is a team that wants to take blocks, right? This is a team that wants to go after your pieces. They're very resilient with an AV of 10+. Sometimes they'll take the trade on a both down. They're going to be trying to murder this Norse team. I think very much like the Gizfest and Broncos match that we saw earlier this week. I think the momentum, the pacing is going to be dictated by this Norse team. Clypheus, with what am I looking for, Clypheus? What has changed? You've picked up something. It looks like you've skilled up Francia. Oh yeah. So I thought you might be going for a a characteristic here. But anyhow, this Norse team, right? These linemen all have the block skill. What a great skill to have on a rookie lineman. My goodness. They all have the block skill. He does have Fend on one of the linemen, has just picked up Wrestle on one of the Valkyries. The Valkyries, right? I was going to say they're the stars of the show, but not really. Like, these are all great pieces. The 2 Valkyries, they have pass, they have catch, so there is a passing game there. They have Dauntless, that's going to give them a 2+, an easy 2+, I should say, on those big and blockers, provided there's an assist. And then they have Strip Ball, which is absolutely devastating for the opposing team. And he's picked up Wrestle on Francia. So Wrestle means that Francia is safe from a both down result. Has Frenzy on 3 players. The Norse Berserker has Frenzy and Block. The All-Foreigners have Strength 4 and Frenzy. And then, of course, the Beer Boar. The Beer Boar is a stunty, titchy dodge piece, meaning everything's every dodge is a 2+. This Beer Boar can get wherever Clypheus wants the Beer Boar to be. The Beer Boar can be there for the assist. The Beer Boar can be there for the foul. It's only 20k, but also has this trait here, this skill, Pick Me Up, which means everybody in a 3 square radius, every friendly piece in a 3 square radius at the beginning of the turn gets to roll a d6 and a 5+ they can stand up for free. I've yet to see it happen, but that's great. It's great as well. So a pretty decent piece, I think, just to be a harassment piece. Clypheus, what Clypheus needs to do, right? Lots of block, lots of frenzy. You'd think he wants to be blocking a lot, and sure, he'll want to be blocking, but the problem is the AV. The AV is 8+ across the board, save for the All-Foreigners and of course the Beer Board. That's not a lot. He doesn't want to be tagging pieces. He doesn't want to be basing pieces where he's giving up a ton of blocks to the Orc team. If he gives up a ton of blocks to the Orc team, Tizzle will be more than happy to take those blocks and try to remove these pieces. Tizzle again, playing this Bash team, they just want to remove pieces. On offense, they're going to stay caged up. On defense, they're probably going to have to play a little bit more spread out as they're up against a speed disadvantage. But they absolutely want to be removing these pieces and taking advantage of the low AV. Clypheus needs to understand that. Also wants to be taking blocks, but really wants to be careful of who's ending up marked. Because if it's going to be 3-4 pieces are going to get removed. When pieces get removed, you're in trouble. So the momentum's going to be decided by Clypheus, I think, in the matchup. Clypheus has been traditionally a control coach. He hasn't been very aggressive. Hasn't been throwing these pieces into the meat grinder. This is a coach that wants to control portions of the pitch. Does that with careful positioning. You can see with the skill picks here, right? Has Fend, that's a control skill, has Fend on number 7, has picked up Wrestle on Francia as well. This is going to help keep the Valkyrie alive, and that's a very important, very expensive piece as well. So, does have a lot of options on offense, can obviously run the ball, everybody can run the ball, has a little bit of a passing game as well with the 2 Valkyries. That's something the Orcs are going to have to... Cliven says, Fed was a random skill, so don't read too much into that. Hey, let me give you credit for the random skill. They're gonna have to, the Orc team is gonna have to defend against this, the pass a little bit. They're gonna have to spread a little bit out. That's where Clypheus wants them to be, of course. And we'll see what Clypheus does. If he plays that control game tonight, I don't think the Orc team's gonna get the blocks that they're looking for. They're gonna have to get a little bit aggressive. And then Clypheus is going to have to counter that play, and then Tizzle will have to counter the counter, and so on and so forth. So we'll see how this plays out here tonight as we get this first game in our doubleheader underway. The second game tonight is going to be... Conspicuous Disunion versus Goner Gets. That's Shine versus Cobblestorm. Necro versus Goblins. That's going to be super duper fun. So 30k for the Tizzork Savage boys. It is Tuesday. I do have a meeting in an hour. I'm hoping this game ends as my meeting starts, and then I can get the meeting done before the next game starts. The next game is scheduled to begin at 9 o'clock p.m. That's about 90 minutes from now. 9 o'clock EST, Eastern Standard Time. Here's the coin toss. The Norse team wins the coin toss. We'll see if Clypheus decides to be on offense or defense to start tonight's game. BB Nut, welcome to the stream. Electrics Man, welcome to the stream. So Odin, it's Nuffle, decides to be on defense to start this game. Clear skies, I think, indeed. So the Savage Boys picking up a cheerleader here. cheerleader helps you out on the cheering fans kickoff event, and if you win that, you get a prayer to Nuffle. Oh, why didn't that work? Have I forgotten the commands to my own bot already? Why doesn't that work? Oh, MAMLbot, come on. MAMLbot's being fussy, it seems. All right, anchor-ish formation here for the defense. 5 on the line for the offense. Lorax Stream back to receive this ball. There's always something. There's always something wrong. Here's the kick. Wow, deep kick and a timeout. Kicked all the way to the 24-yard line, just inside the left wide zone. Once again, we are down a turn. I can't count. I mean, I'm sure I could literally count, but I don't recall how many timeouts we've had so far this season. It's been quite a number. Oh, you know what? A friend of mine, a fellow streamer, told me that the Twitch bad dog demanding death told me that the Twitch API changed. Maybe I have to change my bot to update it or something. Courageous says MAMLbot's better than Nightbot. Nightbot's a jerk. Nightbot is a jerk. Armor break to get this game started. There's the removal. Good start for the Savage Boys. 1-man player advantage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, rolled into his skulls. Had to spend a reroll to get the pal here. Savage Boys down to 1 reroll for the half. It's always annoying when you have to spend a reroll on turn 1. I block on the left side of the line here, gets a push. Oh, it's not Twitch, it's me. I just realized what I've done wrong. I'm so sorry, MAMLbot. I broke MAMLbot's heart. when I refactored the code in the off season, I forgot to put the endpoint back in for the bot. Sorry, I'm so sorry, MAMLbot. Please forgive me. I'll have to fix that. I'll fix that for Thursday's games. Dude, I block on the line. Good pickup here. MAMLbot's desperately trying to talk to the server to get coach information, and I rudely shut that off. I'm so sorry, MAMLbot. All right, a protective screen on the ball. Ball on the on the Savage Boys' own 22-yard line. turn 2 here. First turn of the half due to the timeout. For Odin, it's Nuffle. They have 3 rerolls for the half. Norse team getting aggressive here in the left wide zone. The number 1 Ulfwinner shooting down the left wide zone. Now number 8 coming along for the ride as well. One minute to go in the turn here for this Norse team. Taking a mark on the right side. Not going to give that up. Wants that to be a 2-die blitz. Got the blitz out of this. Or got the POW, I should say. And broke armor. Wow. Gets a stun on Little Yoshi, 1979. Heavy pressure from the defense. Light pressure from the defense. Moderate pressure from the defense. A skosh of pressure from the defense. Francia, the number 4 Valkyrie, coming down the right wide zone. That is a lot of defenders on the Orc side of the pitch. And one more for good measure. The number 3 Valkyrie will get... I did it again. Valkyrie and Valkyrie. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. Across the line of scrimmage to the left wide zone to the 6-yard line. Turn 3 now for the Savage Boys. Would you say there's a plethora of defense? There's a miasma of defenders. Turn 3 for the Savage Boys. Just one reroll for the half. Nordstream trying to cut off as many orcs as possible to cover the ball carrier. Still a gap down mid-pitch if the center wants to pull back, and indeed the center does. Takes a mark on Lindisfarne. The timeout works for my timing with the meeting, I think. Thank you, Nuffle. Praise Nuffle! Two-die block gets a push here. Blitz over in the left wide zone. Gets a push out of this. Chelsea Zola on the blitz. Hank the Ranger asks, Ava, did you ever play Valkyria Chronicles? I did play Valkyria Chronicles. I love Valkyria. The first one, anyway. I played them all, but I love the first one. A friend of mine, in fact, sang the song for... I've already forgot the name of it. What I hate. Oh, fail the animosity roll here. Spends a final reroll to get it in the hands of Tizzle Bizzle themselves. So these orcs have animosity. They hate their teammates. If they want to give the ball to their teammate via a handoff or a pass, they've got to roll a d6. On a 1, they're going to refuse to do it. Spent the final reroll here to get the ball into the hands of the Goblin. Going to move the Goblin up to the 4-yard line, it seems. Going to move the Goblin up to the 2-yard line on the rush, the opposing 2-yard line. Well done. Has a wide cage set up there. Very good. Valkyria Revolution. That was the game I was thinking of. But yeah, Valkyria Chronicles, the first one, is awesome. I've actually been thinking about playing it again. I love it so much. The late game gets a little annoying because the missions just get hard, but I absolutely love that game. 2, 3, and 4 are fine. 2 and 3, I didn't like how they were on the PSP, but I don't really like handoffs, handhelds so much. But yeah, it's a good series. The first one's a classic in my opinion. Turn 3 for Odin, it's Nuffle. I can see what Tizz did here. Tizz placing number 5 here on the right side here because there was already a mark on the front right corner of the cage, which you can see Clive is taking advantage of. Didn't want to give the blitz on the ball carrier. Good positioning here by Tizz. Two-dive block back behind the cage. Gets a knockdown on Mutt. M-U-T-T. Multi-universal trans-tactor time traveler. Feel like I've got an extra T in there, but it's fine. It's fine. One die block on Bernie Buffin. Spends a reroll. Got the knockdown here. Cleffius, again, as a control coach, look at where the defense is. In front of the cage here and behind the cage. Cutting off 3 orc players. Double pals on the right side of the line. Gets a knockout on Space Magic. And now the blitz on the front left corner of the cage. Gets a both standing result out of this. Four prone orcs, turn 4 for the Savage Boys. Tizz is doing a great job to find the cage and protect the ball carrier with this defense. Life is doing an absolutely fantastic job at controlling the pitch, picking off players, keeping them out of the drive. Two-die block in the left wide zone, gets a push out of this. Man, now I really want to play Valkyria Chronicles. It's so good. 18 missions, something like that. 18. It's so unique. Valkyria Chronicles. Here's the blitz on the poor beer boar, but you can't knock down various towns in northwest England. They are too resilient. Valkyria Chronicles is like a boy. How do you describe Valkyria Chronicles? It's a turn-based, real-time, tactical war game RPG where you eat dinner. It's very good. It's very good. It takes place in like a fictitious World War II. Two rushes to get a player on the right side of the ball carrier, staying put. Turn 4 now for Odin. It's Nuffle. Final turn of the first quarter. And the theme song, the intro to Valkyria Chronicles is awesome. It's perfect. It tells you everything about the game. It's so good. Clive is really considering options here. Has a number of potential blocks to take. Trying to find a way to get this cage. Or, I'm sorry, get at the ball carrier. There's a whole lot of orcs in front of this ogre right now. Ogre, goblin, my goodness. Mark taken on the right side of the cage. Here's the blitz on the back right corner, or the right side, really. Nope. Nope. Can't hold on to the ball. Nobody can hold on to the ball. The goblin can't hold on to the ball, and the number 8 lineman here comes from the back right side, takes the block, gets the knockdown, gets a stun as well. Stunty players. It's easier to knock them out. Only got the stun. Only got the stun though. Ball bounced for a number of spaces between the prone goblin and a couple of orcs, and ends up on the backside of the cage here, adjacent to the blitzer. Two-die block against Mutt. Multi-utilitarian tirade trucker. Wow, got a KO here. Got a KO on a biggin. 10v10 on the pitch. One die block against Space Magic gets a push here. So the impressive defense works out. Just moves Constantinople forward to take out Lorak's Dream as an assist piece. Comes in on the blitz on the back right side, takes out the ball carrier, the goblin, gets a stun out of it, broke armor. Pow on number 8. Gonna try to pop this ball out of the scrum. And successfully did so. The ball down in the left wide zone on the Tizz Savage Boys 4-yard line. Got a very research-heavy day at work today, which always makes me feel weird because I feel like I got nothing done. But I got a lot done. Failed dodge over on the right side here. Doesn't spend the reroll. Aquitaine, the number 5 Berserker, is going to lay prone on the left sideline. Turn 5 now for the Savage Boys. Second quarter begins here. They're on offense. They've lost the ball here in the first quarter. Going to try to recover it here for the second quarter and try to get on the board. Going to be tough to figure out the calculus on this with no rerolls left for the half. Two-die block on number 8 gets a push here. Under a minute to go, the Savage Boys trying to figure out where they need to be. They'll almost certainly make an attempt at this ball, but where's it going to come from? Probably Chelsea Zola, I think. Well, I mean, it could be any of these pieces. Setting up some protection around the ball. Marks the number 3 Valkyrie off to the left side of the ball here. Fails the pickup. But the ball scatters into a favorable position for the Savage Boys. Bounces up to the 2-yard line. Turn 5 now for Odin. It's Nuffle. So scary to make these 3 pluses when you don't have a reroll of some sort. You can see Tizz in the picture-in-picture. A little frustrated with the die roll. Odin and Nuffle with 1 reroll remaining. They're going to take a 1-die block on Lorax Dream. They're going to get a push out of this. I block with Dauntless. We talked about Dauntless in the pregame. We didn't quite say how it works. So the way ooh, good armor break. Good armor break. Pushes onto the ball and has that ball bounce once right next to the blitzer. Or the blocker, I should say. That wasn't a blitz. The way Dauntless works is you take your strength. You roll a d6. If that sum exceeds your opponent's strength, then you can treat your strength as if it is your opponent's strength, meaning you just need the 1 assist to get the 2-die block. Good pickup on the ball. Failed the dodge. Spent the final reroll to recover the ball, and now Odin, it's Nuffle in control of the ball here. Francia, the number 4 Valkyrie, on the pickup. One die block out back at the line of scrimmage, gets a push out of this. Space Magic going to remain on their feet. No follow-up. Now 2-die against Mutt. Mirrored. Oh, double skulls here on the frenzy follow-up. Mirrored universal transistor. Mutt. Turn 6 for the Savage Boys. They've got to go after this ball in this turn. Definitely want to stop the score. Hopefully want to try to score. No rerolls for either team. Is that the grass coming out of the overlay? It is. 2-die block on the ball carrier. Gets the knockdown here. We'll see if this ball stays in play. Gets an armor break. Will this stick? You only got a stun. The ball's out of bounds. It's going to get thrown back in. Where did it go? There, my gosh. Wow. Ball gets thrown back in all the way over on the Norse 16-yard line, just inside the right wide zone. Nobody is there. But that's much further down pitch than the Orcs currently are. That's where they'd like to be. They've freed up Rambo. Rambo going after the ball. First blood. What a cannon on that fan. That was quite a throw. Quite a throw. Launched it into orbit. Had to wait for the orbit to decay. Tizz block back at the line of scrimmage, gets a push out of this. 2 orcs bearing down on that ball, but they're still not quite near it. They're about four spaces away, 4 and 5 spaces away. Turn 6 now for Odin. It's Nuffle. It's a race to this ball. Can't just recover the ball. Also has to keep it safe. Clypeus probably doesn't want to just YOLO after this ball either, because the low AV on this Norse boy. Oh. How you gonna break the knee of Tizzle Bizzle themselves? It's their team. You're just gonna punch him in the face. That is not very sporting. I'm gonna have to look into the rules and see if you're even allowed to punch another coach in the face. Sure, they're playing on the pitch, but still. Beer Boar adjacent to the ball. Going for the ball pickup here. No. Just going to assist. Just going to tag the ball. Moving up to the 14-yard line. Tizz blocking the left wide zone. Gets a knockdown out of this. The race has begun. Who can recover it? We'll find out in turn 7, perhaps. Is there going to be a rush by the Valkyrie? No rush by the Valkyrie. Doesn't want to throw the Valkyrie to the wolves. Gets a both down result back at the line of scrimmage on the right side. And now turn 7 for the Savage Boys. The fight begins. 2 turns to get this ball into the end zone. It's a maximum of 3 players that are going to get anywhere near this ball this turn. How's it going, Spire? Welcome to the stream. Savage Boys. Now down to 2 players that are going to go after the ball. What's the plan? The ball's going to still be marked here at the end of the turn. Savage Boys might just try to remove a couple of players. And then try to pick this ball up and score in turn 8. But on turn 8, that's going to be a Valkyrie coming into play. And maybe even Saint Philibert, the number 11 lineman over in the left wide zone currently. And trying to mark as many people as possible, trying to keep them out of this drive, and keep this down to the what's effectively a 3v2. Let's call it a 2v2.5. Beer Boar blitz, 3-die blitz. Gets the knockdown here, looking for a 6+ to break armor. An armor break would be very nice, and they got it. Got the armor break on the Beer Boar. 1 less player to worry about here on the ball. Got the removal. Very important removal here for the Savage Boys. Now they're just contending with Slavtown Rerik, the number 7 lineman, and Frezia, the number 3 Valkyrie. SP Beaver says hurting the pace just feels wrong. Turn 7 for Odin. It's Nuffle. Keeping a player in scoring position. This is Francia, the number 4 Valkyrie, just in case. Two-die blitz gets a push on Rambo. No rerolls left, so Rambo's going to remain standing. That's a big boon for the Savage Boys. So Twitch decided the phrase "like kissing your" is unacceptable. What is wrong with Twitch? Good removal here. My goodness. Another injury. Oppo's still available. It's going to be a one-man player advantage in favor of the Norse team. Oppo being spent here. Do you want to smash knee or do you want to die? Welcome to the American... Never mind. Welcome to the American healthcare system. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. Oh, you're here for a smash knee. Cool. Well, would you like to die instead? No! What? No! Alright, cool. Well then, keep your smash knee. That'll be $6 grand. Turn 8 for the Savage Boys. So as we mentioned here, we're down to a 2v2 on the ball. But now the Savage Boys have Little Yoshi 1979 to play with as well. Not going to be able to clear this ball. Can get one of these marks removed, though. It looks like it's going to be the Valkyrie. Wise decision here is the Valkyrie doesn't have the block skill. Also a very important piece. If Tizz can get a removal on the Valkyrie, that'd be great for the second half. Electric Man says, I sprained my ankle. They didn't even give me the option to die. Can you believe that? Gotta find yourself a new apothecary. Two-die block in the left wide zone. Gets a knockdown here against the number 5 Berserker. Two-die block on the number 11 lineman, St. Philibert. Gets a push. We can fix your knee, but we gotta remove your heart to do it. How else do you fix knees? Why did you come to me if you wanted to live? That's the question I have for you. $30 left on the clock here in turn 8. Savage Boys have to score here. Here's the blitz. Got the knockdown thanks to the block skill. 50-50 pickup coming up. Got a KO. We'll see if that KO sticks for the second half. Or perhaps the last drive of the first half here, if the Savage Boys are able to score. Festoon says, what's funny is in my town there's an apothecary. I don't even know what an apothecary is, really. Ah, no! Ah, tried to pick it up on the 50-50, failed to pick up. Fumbled the ball into the hands of Slavic town of Ririk. And now, Odin hits Nuffle. Might have a chance to get on the board here in this final turn of the first half. Yeah, I don't know what an apothecary does. Like, I thought, isn't an apothecary like a pharmacist? Or what's the other term for that? Chemist, I guess? Here's the pass! Oh, nice opportunity, or a nice attempt on the pass there. Couldn't get it to work out. That's the end of the half. 0-0 the score. Odin and Nuffle will be on offense to start the second half. They're going to get back their Valkyrie. It did not stink. But the Savage Boys not getting back their KO. So we have, what is this, 8v9? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8v8. How's that possible? It's not. It's 8v9. It's not possible. So one-man player advantage for Odin and Nuffle. Electric Man says, I'm pretty sure I'm an educated man. I'm pretty sure that an apothecary is an orc with a meat cleaver. 3 on the line in a would-be anchor for the orcs here. 8 on the pitch for the defense, 9 on the pitch for the offense. My doctor, for whatever reason, doesn't do COVID shots anymore. I think it's maybe a distribution thing, like they want it to be distributed in like CVS's and Targets and stuff, so most people can get it. I'm not really sure, but to get my COVID shot each year, I have to go to like CVS, and every time I go, I'm pretty sure the guy giving me the shot's gonna kill me. like he just looks like he looks like this is the first time he's ever used a needle. And I don't like it. Five on the line here for the offense. 2 wide in the other wide zone. Valkyrie as a back, and Frizzy at back to receive. Here's the kick. So a lot of players on the line here. Going to try to block down the line. Five players who are unmarked by the defense. I believe that's all of them. Get to reset into different positions here, different spaces. So just choose KOEID. Just shows 2 players to reposition. I'm going to put those players on the line. Try and negate those assists to prevent the offense from blocking down the line. Turn 9 now for the Norse team. Ball kicked to the 12-yard line in the right wide zone. Blitz to get things started. Got a pal here on Space Magic. Space Magic, one of the blitzers that moved forward to try to negate the assist. But the Ulf winner on the blitz removed that player, and now an assist opened back up against Little Yoshi 1979. Had to move forward there with the blitzer to get the second assist. 2-die block. Gotta push. Will stay put to lend a hand against the nose tackles Shunter USA. I'm very lucky. I have a who I believe to be a very good doctor. She's been my doctor for many years, and always has my back. Has seen every bit of me inside and out, and always takes care of me. 34 seconds to go here for Odin and Nuffle. Got a stun here on the right side of the line. Got to reposition the player on the left. The left tackle pulling to the right here to get the assist. 2-die block, got a pow on Mutt. Final 2-die block on the line. This will be a knockdown thanks to the block skill. Block skill, one of the most important skills. I would say arguably the most important skill in the game, but I don't know if it's that arguable. Block skill is a key skill in the game of Blood Bowl. A very important skill. Good pickup on the ball here on the somewhat shallow, the middling kick, I'd say. Was able to recover the ball here. Didn't want, if that ball was not picked up by I imagine we'd see a little bit of pressure here in the right wide zone. But recovered by Frizia, now has the ball on the 8-yard line, just inside or outside the right wide zone. Clypheus thanking Nuffle for getting the second Valkyrie out of the KO box and back on the pitch here for the second half. Repositioning the defense. Not a whole lot of players on the pitch. Lost 3 players. One dive leads into a skull. Tizzle Bizzle thinking about whether or not to spend the reroll here or not. The defensive line, not in a bad spot, decides not to spend the reroll. I think that's not a bad decision. It's unfortunate that it's effectively a null turn here. But turn 10 for Odin, it's Nuffle. Still going to have to fight back against a bunch of players and roll some dice. Gets a push here. Frenzy follow-up. Trying to set up for a surf next turn. Gets the knockdown. Oh, I played more Death Stranding. See, now where I'm at, I had Mama, but not my mom, but her name is Mama, and she gave me handcuffs that can cut the umbilical cord of ghosts. The game makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Classic mom. Double skulls here. We'll spend one of the 3 rerolls. Gets a knockdown more than likely here with the block skill. Yep. Classic mom. Bitwise Park. Welcome to the stream, by the way. See, Mama had a twin, and the twin didn't want to connect Mountain Knot City to the chiral network. So I was like, oh, all right, I'll go get Mama. I went and got Mama, and then I carried her on my back through time-traveling rain that turned into time-traveling snow, because of course it does, as I carried her across a mountaintop back to her twin. Makes total sense. Ball's going to advance to the opposing 8-yard line in the right wide zone here. Frizzy on the ball carrier currently. Pitwise Bart says, yeah, I mean, I don't know why you're playing a game to do that. It's pretty standard Tuesday stuff, to be perfectly honest. I mean, if I wanted to play a game of my workday, Oh, I also shot a lion in the face with bullets made from my blood, but the lion had a face made of gold and a body made out of tar that comes from the land of the dead. Normal stuff. Defensive line here with lots of marks and blocks to take, but needs to find a way to get after this ball, or at least, at the very least, force the score early so that the Savage Boys can get on the board here. Yeah, decides to take a dodge over the left side here, spends a reroll, and a rush to get into position to mark number 9. Another failed dodge. Is another reroll going to be spent? Whoa! Whoa, rocket shoes! Spent the reroll to get the blitz, only gets a push out of this. Now deciding where the pushback will be. Gonna push onto the sideline here. And stays put. So the ball carrier currently in scoring position with 2 rushes. Savage Boyz with no rerolls left for this game. Move, welcome to the stream. Move says he borrowed the elf shoes. He did. Those were some shoes. Those were some shoes. Oh, failed dodge here into an injury. Wow. Quite an injury. Wow, that was a big time dodge. Needed a nat 6 on that. Pushed onto the sideline. Perhaps didn't realize the ball carrier was in scoring position. Tried to dodge, didn't work out here. And now turn 11 for Odin at Nuffle. Number 8. The lineman takes a mark on Lorak's Dream. Lorak's Dream is the player who lent the assist to, or tagged Constantinople to eliminate the assist on blitz. Oh, I have my meeting in 12 minutes. Boo. T-Die Blitz gets a push on Chelsea Zola. Chelsea Zola, the blitzer, tried to take out the ball carrier last turn. Frenzy follow-up here, gets another push. Knifeist does a real good job controlling the pitch. I'm always very impressed. 1-die block on Lorak's Dream. Got a pow out of this. Big 10 plus breaks armor, and he did it. Got the KO. Well done. That is another orc removal. I don't believe this. 5 orcs taken off the pitch. Just 6 remaining. Orcs are not an elven team. Each one of these removals is a big, big loss for this orc team. And now losing one of the 4 blitzers. Heck, the Rangers like, can we have an emote to increase the chance of a failed rush, even though it's the harding 900%? I'll think up something. SP Beaver says, who's the bashy team here? Boy, it seems to be the Norse team. Breaking armor like it ain't no thing. Dodges away the number 4 Valkyrie. So try to get some protection on the ball carrier here. Doesn't want to score quite yet. Turn 11 for the Savage Boyz. Savage Boyz on the back foot. It's going to be real hard to get players away to get into position. And they're so far away at this point, they don't have the speed advantage that once they come running towards that ball, Clavius will be able to park it in the end zone. I think the Savage Boyz' best opportunity here is to try something to force this score and give themselves enough time to get on the board and perhaps walk away from this game with a draw. Can I block back at the line of scrimmage? Gets a push out of this. 40 seconds on the clock. 3+ dodge on the blitz. 1-die blitz. Got the knockdown thanks to the block skill. And the ball is going to park itself right outside the end zone. No more movement with Chelsea Zola. Unless they elect a rush. I don't know, man. That's a dangerous spot. That's a dangerous spot for the blitzer. Had to do something, so good blitz here by Tizzle Bizzle. Gotta go on the ball, so gets the pickup here. But the blitzer's still in danger. Yeah, recognize that blitzer was in danger. Failed the rush because you always fail the rush. Broke armor. This is a big, well, not a big loss, but this is an unfortunate armor break here for Tizzle Bizzle. It's one less piece to play with. And that ball remains just outside the end zone. Hank the Ranger lowering the rush failure rate from 900% to just 99%. Too little, too late. But maybe Nuffle's listening now. Minute 20 left on the clock here in turn 12 for Odin. It's Nuffle. Probably not going to try to score on this turn. 2-die blitz gets the pal against Mutt. Myopic, underdeveloped, teenage tortoise. Myopic, underdeveloped, teenage tortoise. Another armor break. Are you kidding me? That is 10 plus, right? That's not a 1 plus. That's not like binary 10, is it? Is this is this 3? Is it a 3 plus? Is that what we're doing? Sorry, 2 plus. 2 plus. Failed pickup by... I keep wanting to call this player Frizia. Ball now in the end zone here. Turn 12 for the Savage Boys. Final turn of the third quarter. Fighting so very hard to stay in this game. Down 5 players. The defense scattered across the pitch. Hank the Ranger said, do all of the players on Odin and stuff will secretly have claws? Bad Dog says these Norths are throwing haymakers out there. SP Beaver says, are there only 6 orcs left? There are only 6 orcs left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blitz. A blitz on Frizia. Failed the rush. I mean, yeah, you gotta look it up in the rule book. I'll look it up right now. I'm gonna look it up right now. All right, here we go. We're gonna go to the index. Rushing, page 44. Let's go there. Page 44. Here it is. Whenever a player performs any action that includes movement, they may attempt to gain an extra 1 or 2 squares of movement allowance. This is called rushing and fails 900% of the time. Right there, page 44. Fourth and final quarter begins. Odin, it's Nuffle, taking blocks aplenty. It's just basic math, that's right. Elementary school math. Primary school math. 5 plus pickup for the touchdown. Well done by Frisia. 1-0 the score. Odin's Nuffle takes the lead. There she goes. Yeah, my, she is very bloody. All right, Odin, it's Nuffle. Take it back to the pitch on defense. 10 on the pitch. No KOs back? Are you kidding? Boy, what did Tizz do to annoy Nuffle? All right, so just 6 on the pitch once more for the Orc team. I mean, just look at the log. Norse team, yeah, no problem. Orc team, get out of here. 4-man player advantage for the Norse team. 3 have to go on the line. Hank the Ranger says those Orcs are faking me, still being knocked out. They just don't want to go back out there. I wouldn't either. Boy, these Norse are gonna have a field day. All right, we'll see if Tizzle Pizzle has said any prayers to Nuffle in the intervening time between the touchdown and now. Hey, maybe they did. Maybe they did. Hey, intensive training. We'll see who's getting what. Prayed to Nuffle and Nuffle listened. Nope, Nuffle didn't listen. I thought the Tizz Savage Boys. Nope, they didn't. I just saw the +1 of cheerleaders. It was a 3. 3-2. Oh boy. Got the block on the #1 Ulfweiner. Frenzy with block. All right, let's go. You think anybody's scared of you? Lindisfarne? Get out of here. Get out of here. Your block skill is a fake skill. You didn't earn that. Could I block on number 10? Gets a pal here. It's 8+! Please break the armor! Oh, my goodness. Oh, my meeting's starting. All right, I'm going to try to finish out this game while the meeting starts. Boy. All right. Blitz against the ball here. Gets a pow on Rambo. Because of, why not? Turn 14. All right. Turn 14 here for Odin and Nuffle. Three plus pickup works out. Because of course it did. One more space forward with the ball carrier. Frisia with possession of the ball. And there is not going to be an orc that's going to stop her, I think. Can anybody get here to mark Chelsea Zola? Turn 14 for the Savage Boys. 2-die block at the line, gets a pal here. I feel like I'm screaming because I'm trying to talk over my meeting that nobody else can hear. Hey, that's an armor break! Hey! Hooray! It's not Kaz or anything, but it's the Norse armor can break after all. One die blitz on the ball carrier, gets a knockdown here. 8+ breaks armor. I almost thought he caught it. Got the knockdown on Frisia. Frisia not going to be armor broken because of course not. 2-die block back at the line of scrimmage. Gets a knockdown here. A number of orcs marking the ball here on turn 15. There'll be 2 turns left for this orc team to try to get on the board. They can do it. But I think Nuffle, but also Clypeus will have something to say about this. 2-die block gets Rambo, gets a push out of this. Frenzy follow-up into another push. Minute 20 on the clock. Frenzy blitz. 2-die blitz on Mouthy Barbecue. Gets a push. Pushes onto the ball. Frenzy follow-up. Gets a pal here. They're going to push on the ball again. Not this time. Yeah, good positioning for the ball here for Odin and Snuffle. Very, very tough positioning for this orc team to deal with. Could we see a YOLO pass? Well, not if the ball's going to get picked up. Hank the Ranger says, always push on the ball. Setting up a 1-die block on number 5, it seems. 1-die block with the block skill. Gets a push out of this. Turn 15 for the Savage Boys. They have to end this turn in scoring position. The ball in the possession of the opposing team on the 12-yard line. Sorry, I'm on my meeting. I'm very sorry. Tried the uphill block on the ball carrier. That didn't work out. Francie is going to get another 3 SPP here. There it is. Well done by Odin and Nuffle. 2-0 the score. 1 turn left unless there's a touchdown. Can't even get both KOs back with the last turn of the game. Norse team sending everybody back to the end zone. Except for 3, of course. Seven on this offense for this final turn. 3-man player advantage for the Norse team. They don't have a turn left unless there's a timeout. Changing weather, nothing's no. Oh, so it does change it very. I've learned something. So it's brighter because it's very sunny. That's awesome. The weather changes. It's not gonna matter. Odin and Snuffle's gonna win this one 2-0. Nothing for the Savage Boys to do but block, gain some SPP. Trying to collect some cash. I'm very sorry I'm not talkative. I have a Tuesday. If you're unaware, I have a standing 8:30 meeting every Tuesday night. I never learn my lesson. I always try to stream, and I end up ignoring the stream. I'm very sorry. I'm very, very sorry. It's kind of rude for you to not patch us into the meeting. Can you get there for the pass? Yep. 3+ on the pickup. Works out. Tries the pass. Hey! Oh, I thought they got it. Thought they got it. They didn't. That'll be the game. 2-0. Odin and Nuffle wins this one. Congratulations, the Clavius. Electric Man says, does Blood Bowl come up in the meeting? Only by mistake. All right, so Odin and Nuffle's going to remain in first place here with a record of 3-0 at the end of week 3. Well-played game, well-fought game by both coaches. Tizzle Bizzle couldn't break the armor of this fragile Norse team. Sometimes that's what happens. So that'll be it for this game. We have another game coming up here. Let's look at the schedule real quick. It's coming up in just a few minutes. Coming up in just a few minutes, we have Conspicuous Disunion versus Goner Gets, Chime versus Cobblestorm. This is going to be Necro versus Goblins. I'm very much looking forward to this. I'm going to put a hard cutoff on the meeting at 9. It means we might get started at 9 rather than 10 minutes earlier. We'll keep the stream running. I'm going to try to get through this meeting. I'm very sorry. And then we'll get the second game started. Go grab a drink. Get comfortable. We'll see you here for game 2 in just a few minutes.